In our last video tutorial, we discussed about linear polynomials in one variable. The video link of the tutorial is given in the description box below. Please watch that tutorial first so that you can understand this one properly. In this video tutorial, we are going to talk about quadratic polynomials. Now, in the case of a linear polynomial, the degree of the polynomial should be 1. In the case of a quadratic polynomial, the degree of that polynomial should be 2. Like in this case, u squared plus 2u plus 1. This polynomial has 3 terms, and in this term u squared, this is the power of u that contains the highest exponent, that is 2. So degree is, in this case, is 2. Okay. In this case, this is 3u plus 5 plus u squared. You will take this term because this power of u has the highest exponent, and again the degree is 2. This is x squared, clearly its degree is also 2. This is minus 10x squared plus 10. Well, this is also a quadratic polynomial because the highest degree is 2. Okay. What about these polynomials or these algebraic expressions? This is square root of 10x squared plus 1. Now clearly this is a term that we have to pay attention at, and x squared tells us that the degree of this polynomial is 2. Therefore, this is also a quadratic polynomial. What about this one? Well, this algebraic expression is not a polynomial. It's not a polynomial. Why? Because when you look at this term, this is actually what? Square root of 10 plus x raised to the power of minus 2. Minus 2 is not a whole number. That's why this algebraic expression is not a polynomial. So no need to talk about this. What about this one? Same thing is applicable here. This is square root of 10, that was fine, but this is actually cube root of x squared. Now cube root of x squared means what? X raised to the power of 2 by 3 and then plus 1. Now this 2 by 3 is not a whole number. That is why even this is not a polynomial. So we don't have to think whether this is a quadratic polynomial or not, because it's not a polynomial in itself. Okay. So now we know what do we mean by a quadratic polynomial. So in general, if we have to talk about a quadratic polynomial, then we can say that a quadratic polynomial in general can be represented as ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b and c are constants, but a cannot be equal to 0. b can be 0, c can be 0, but a cannot be equal to 0. Let's find out why, and let's find out this a, b and c are constants. So if we take our previous examples, like in this case, if we take this one, this is u squared plus 2u plus 1. Now what does u squared means? U squared means that 1 multiplied by u squared, right? So this is a, this is b, and this is c. It's of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Now don't go on this variable u. You can take any variable. The only thing is that your variable should have the highest exponent of 2, right? So in this case, this is x squared, this is u squared. Now constants means that it can be any constant. In this case, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, right? So it's of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Let's take this one. This is 3u plus 5 plus u squared. It means that we can write it as u squared. We can write it as u squared plus 3u plus 5. Now u squared means that 1 u squared. In this case, this is a constant, this is b a constant, this is c a constant, of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. What about this one? This one. This is x squared. Okay. This is x squared. It means that it is 1 multiplied by x squared plus this is 0 multiplied by x raised to power of 0, and this is c can again be a 0, right? Now 0 multiplied by x raised to power of 0 means what? Is actually x raised to power of 0 is what? 1. So finally this is actually what? 0 only. 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. This is also 0. Now in this case, this is a, this is b, and this is c. Now clearly b and c can be 0. That's what we have discussed. But a cannot be 0. Still this is of the form, one correction, this has to be x raised to power of 1. This is x raised to power of 1, and this is x raised to power of 0. My bad, my mistake. So 1x squared plus 0x raised to power of 1. 0x raised to power of 1 means that it is 0 multiplied by x. That will give you 0 only, right? So that was a mistake. Here x raised to power of 0 means what? This is actually equal to 1. So 0 multiplied by 1 means what? 0. Okay. So a is 1, b is 0, c is 0. That's why we say that b and c can be 0. Okay. Now it's of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. Now think that why we have written here that a cannot be equal to 0. And let's take this example only, this one only, x squared 1. If a becomes 0, then this is actually what? 0 multiplied by x squared, this is becomes 0. Now 0 is not a quadratic polynomial. This will become a 0 polynomial. This is a 0 polynomial. This is a not a quadratic polynomial. When you'll move to higher grades, then you will learn more about 0 polynomial. Let's look at this polynomial. Your c can be 0, right? Your c can be 0, your b can be 0. But here, if let's say that your b is 2 and c is 1, but your a becomes 0. So if your a becomes 0, it means that now it is 0 multiplied by u squared, that is equal to 0. It means that your polynomial now your polynomial is 0 plus 2u plus 1, and this is actually 2u plus 1. Now this is a linear polynomial in one variable. It's not a quadratic polynomial, but it's a linear polynomial. It means that in a quadratic polynomial there should be a variable whose exponent is 2. That makes it a quadratic polynomial. So if you'll put the a, that is a constant, that is a numerical coefficient of the variable that has an exponent of 2, that becomes 0, then your whole polynomial will get reduced to either linear polynomial or 0 polynomial, as we have seen here. Okay, that's why we say that b and c can be 0. Like in this case, b and c are 0, but your a cannot be 0, otherwise that will not be a quadratic polynomial anymore, right? Same thing is here. In this case, this is minus 10x squared plus 10. So this is minus 10x squared. We can write it as minus 10x squared plus 0 x raised to power of 1 plus 10 x raised to power of 0. 0 multiplied by x means 0. That's what we have here, since therefore b is 0. 10 multiplied by x raised to power of 0 means what? That is 10. 10 multiplied by 1. So ultimately you'll get 10 here. So minus 10x squared plus 10, right? In this case, your a is minus 10, your b is 0, and your c is 10. A cannot be 0, b is 0 here, c is not 0, but c can be 0. That is the point, okay? And the last thing is, also they can have at most 3 terms, not more than 3 terms, and that makes sense, because if it is ax squared, right? So let's say that someone says that, hey, we have a polynomial which is of the form 5x squared plus 2x minus 10x squared minus 3x squared plus 6x plus 10 minus 7 plus 8. Okay, so your friend asks you that tell whether this is a quadratic polynomial or not. So you might say that, hey, no, it's not a quadratic polynomial. Sorry, it's a quadratic polynomial, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 terms, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 terms. But that is wrong. You can look at this x squared, and x squared, and you can say that, hey, yes, it is a quadratic polynomial, but it has 8 terms. No. Why? Because you have to remember the concept of like terms and unlike terms. Like terms and unlike terms. Now in this case, 5x squared minus 10x squared minus 3x squared, these are like terms. So group them together. 5x squared minus 10x squared minus 3x squared, right? Then 2x, 6x, these are like terms. So 2x plus 6x, these two are like terms. Then 10 minus 7 plus 8. So 10 minus 7 plus 8. These are like terms. Now if you add these three together, 5x squared minus 10x squared is minus 5x squared, minus 3x squared is minus 8x squared, plus 8x plus 10 minus 7 is 3, and 3 plus 8 is 11. Now this has three terms: ax squared plus bx plus c. It has at most three terms, where a is 8, b is 8, and c is 11. Now if you look at this particular example, x squared, it has only one term, and that's what it says here, that it can have at most three terms, not more than three terms. It can have one term. Here it can have two terms, this example, and it can have three terms, this example, and this example. So this is important. It is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, and our linear polynomial in one variable was of the form ax plus b. In our next video tutorial, we are going to talk about cubic polynomials.